remembering Michael Madsen, the outlaw poet who touched so many lives. The world of film and those who loved him personally were left in deep sorrow following the unexpected passing of Michael Madsen, the legendary actor best known for his unforgettable roles in cult classics like Kill Bill, Reservoir Dogs, and Donnie Brasco. At 67, Madsen's sudden departure has cast a shadow over Hollywood, with tributes flooding in from co-stars, friends, and fans who admired his raw talent, rugged charm, and poetic soul. Among the most emotional tributes came from someone who knew him better than most: his sister, actress Virginia Madsen. In a poignant and poetic statement shared with Variety, Virginia mourned the loss of not just an icon but a deeply complex and beautiful soul. "My brother Michael has left the stage," she wrote. "He was thunder and velvet, mischief wrapped in tenderness, a poet disguised as an outlaw, a father, a son, a brother, etched in contradiction, tempered by love that left its mark." Michael Madsen was never just another Hollywood actor. He embodied the essence of contradiction, equal parts rebel and romantic, tough and tender, brooding and deeply thoughtful. While he earned fame for playing intense, sometimes violent characters on screen, those who knew him personally saw a man of profound sensitivity, passion, and artistic expression. He was a man who could speak volumes with a glance, a gesture, or a quiet line delivered with understated brilliance. Virginia's tribute went further to remind the world that behind the fame was a deeply human soul. "We're not mourning a public figure," she continued. "We're not mourning a myth, but flesh and blood and ferocious heart, who stormed through life loud, brilliant, and half on fire, who leaves us echoes, gruff, brilliant, unrepeatable, half legend, half lullaby." That kind of tribute could only come from someone who saw beyond the big screen, beyond the headlines and movie posters. It came from someone who shared childhood memories, inside jokes, laughter, and quiet moments that never made it into the tabloids. Virginia spoke not only for herself but for the countless loved ones who saw the side of Michael few had the privilege to witness. "I'll miss our inside jokes, the sudden laughter, the sound of him," she shared with heartbreaking honesty. "I'll miss the boy he was before the legend. I miss my big brother. Thank you to everyone reaching out with love and memory. In time we'll share how we plan to celebrate his life, but for now we stay close and let the silence say what words can't." Michael Madsen's life was rich in more ways than one. He was not only an acclaimed actor but also a devoted father, survived by 7 children who undoubtedly carry pieces of his spirit within them. He had a way of balancing the chaos of Hollywood with the grounding love of family, even while remaining a fierce individualist in an industry known for conformity. In his final days, Michael was working on a new book titled Tears for My Father, Outlaw Thoughts and Poems. The title alone speaks volumes about the man behind the myth. For all his rough edges, there was always a core of aching tenderness in Michael, an outlaw who wore his emotions like ink on paper, unafraid to explore pain, love, and memory through poetry. His words, both written and spoken, often captured the turmoil and beauty of life with rare honesty. Throughout his career, Madsen brought to life characters that were unforgettable. Whether he was slicing through a scene with simmering menace or delivering a line with quiet intensity, he had a way of commanding the screen. His performance as Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs remains one of the most chilling and iconic in film history, yet those who knew him off-camera knew that the real Michael was far more layered, gentle, humorous, and often reflective. Colleagues who had the honor of working with him described him as generous, electric, and deeply committed to his craft. Quentin Tarantino, who cast him multiple times, once said that Madsen had a presence that didn't need dialogue to speak. And that was true. Michael could do more with a silent stare than most actors could do with a monologue. But beyond the legacy of film, beyond the cult status and the red carpets, Michael Madsen leaves behind something even more enduring. The memories he created with those who loved him, the poems he wrote in quiet hours, the laughter shared in private moments, and the lessons he taught his children about living life on your own terms. His loss is not just Hollywood's loss. It is a personal heartbreak for those who truly knew the man beneath the roles. A brother, a father, a friend, and a true artist in every sense of the word. As we remember Michael Madsen, let us not only revisit his films and his most famous characters, but let us also take a moment to celebrate the soul who dared to live loudly, love deeply, and express himself fearlessly, whether through cinema or through the poetry he penned when no one was watching. In the echo of his passing, we are reminded that some legends are not created, they are born. And even in silence they continue to speak. Rest in peace, Michael Madsen. Your thunder still rumbles. Your velvet still lingers.